Daddy with us.
To take a knee.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
I got a question.
Oh man, give him a second. He's writing. You got a card too?
I don't have any on me.
Okay.
They got real guns over there. You guys don't even know. But you over here letting the dudes sign up and shit. They got real fucking guns over there. SWAT dudes
He's from LA. Grew up in Compton. Can he talk?
Yeah.
You good?
What's your name?
Demetrius.
Demetrius?
You got a wipe right there? Hold on, pass the wipe. You wipe it every time. COVID-19, right?
Still out here.
And I know y'all out here for a peaceful protest.
Put your mouth on that.
And there were some things that was said to our officers earlier that I have to say, knowing and working with these guys for over 13 years, it ain't here.
Hey, who has the charger?
It ain't here.
Can we have a cord I can borrow?
I wish it was the same way I can say that about everywhere else, but it ain't.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in LA, Compton, born and raised. And we've been through some shit down there. And y'all call me sellout, house nigga, all kinds of stuff. Oh, it was all on the line. That's fine.
Somebody did.
But that's fine. But look up. How else are we gonna change it? How else are we gonna change it?
Listen to him.
We already started.
Listen. And that's what I'm doing. You guys wonder how we're gonna make this change, how we're gonna do this. You got a bunch of beautiful black men over here behind the badge, making change, making it done differently. So we don't see this here. We don't. We can honestly say we don't. That's just not how it operates. And I know you're tired, because you can look everywhere else all across this U.S. and it ain't the same. It ain't the same. But I can tell you for a fact, since I've been here, since this man's been in charge, he's been making change here. Here. Making sure everything from black people to brown people, every color has a voice in this city.
Hey, brother. We need to, no, don't say shit up to him. Don't say shit up to him. Hey, this brother back here, we need to see what he's changed. We need to look into that. That's true. That's true.
Come here.
Come on, come speak. Come on, bro. What's the information? Come on.
Yeah, he wants information. He wants facts. That's what he wants.
Hey, we don't gotta yell.
No.
It's cool. We can yell, we can talk, we can do whatever.
We're trying to solve something, bro.
We would like facts and evidence on what you guys have done to change this. Because this is not a new phenomenon. It's been going on for 300 years. Civil rights ended in 1965. We got the Civil Rights Act.
Keeps on
That's
going.
what? 45 years ago?
50 years.
How many? 60 years? 55 years? However many is too damn long.
Yeah.
What have you done?
So he wants to hear the facts and the evidence, and we'll say what That's my fault, the equipment tweaking. So he wants to hear the facts and evidence, what you guys have done here in this under this chief's direction.
So the very first thing I did when I got here is I started talking to people. And I even told the city manager before I was hired, I said, Mr. City Manager, if I'm successful, you're going to see crime increase, reported crime. And he looked at me and he said, what are you talking about? I said, if I do my job well, I'm going to build bridges of trust into the communities that communities that do not report crime because they don't trust us and they're fearful. And yes, reported crime went up. I established advisory councils based on race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and these individuals serve as my guides and my advisors on how to best communicate and listen. And that's the thing, listening. I will tell you this, since I've been chief, I had a white police officer refer to a subordinate officer in a racial slur. What did I do? I fired him. I fired him because it does not reflect the values of this police department. So yeah, I've done things right, and I mean I've been here 5 years, and we can sit down and we can talk.
That's why you're chief.
But get online, get our annual reports and everything else, and more than that, ask people in Bellevue.
Now, hey, so now check this out. everyone that had that energy, and this crowd, I love your energy. I love your energy. I love everybody's energy out here. Everybody that had that energy, like I said at the beginning, keep that same energy. I want everybody that had that energy to go and fact check and make sure that he's not lying to us. You understand? Because people are looking like, what happened? What, are you lying? So let's fact check and make sure that's what that was. Now also, I'm going to say this. Everybody clap for him when he said that. And that's great. That's great. That's great. But you know what else though? It really sucks. And it doesn't suck because him. It sucks that we're in a place that we clap for something that should be natural. It should be natural that how he feels about people, that is coming out in his work like that. It should be natural that you don't fuck with people because of their race and all of that stuff. It should be natural. You understand me? Now they're dropping bombs over there.
How do you feel about Trump declaring anti-fascist?
I don't even want to hear Trump shit, honestly.
Hey, no, I want to ask
Are we
questions
terrorists
too.
for being anti-fascist?
I think we need change.
Are we terrorists for being anti-fascist? Because you declare all of us terrorists.
We need change.
He'll declare everybody out here a terrorist.
You need to
But
vote.
y'all will sit. I do vote.
I know.
I do vote.
We need
y'all
to vote
sit out
in
here.
November.
That's where the change happens. That's where the change happens. When we all work together and we vote, when we all work together and we vote, that's what happens.
You're kneeling on a man's neck with 4 people on him.
Hey, I'm gonna say another thing right here. Hey, I got a question. I'm gonna say another thing right here. Brother's got a question right here. Go ahead. Go ahead, speak.
I have a question.
Yes, you do.
Chief, I've always wanted to ask the officer this since I was a little kid and I was always denied. And I want the truth. What does the truth mean to protect and serve?
That's a good answer.
Good question. You want to wipe it down for him? We don't want you to die. If you turn out to be a good police chief, we don't want you to die on us.
I want the truth. That's what I want.
Wipe it down.
Put my mask
To
back.
protect and serve.
We already all
What
got
it means
it.
to protect and serve is I'm going to lay my life down for you. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect you as a human being, your family, your property. I'm going to go in your backyard when somebody's in your backyard trying to break into your house. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what race you are. I don't care how you worship God. You're a human being in my community. I'm going to lay down my life. I'm going to lay down my life. I'm going to leave my wife a widow, my children orphan, because I'm willing to lay down my life for you, my brother, for you.
Yes. He said
Folks, I
brother.
gotta
He
get-
said my brother.
Okay, so I got his number and we're gonna talk. But now, hey, before you leave, because I know you gotta get out here, you got some work to do. I know some other things are going. I'm gonna take this. I know other things are happening over here that aren't so peaceful. I know things are happening over here that aren't so peaceful. We got a SWAT team over here, so just to acknowledge that. But we are having a good dialogue here, so I will say that. But before he leaves, I want to say I hope that your energy doesn't change when I do reach out to you. And I hope that all of y'all's energy does not change when you leave here. Everyone is yelling and mad, but I want to see you guys come because we're going to start having meetings. And we need to have everyone's input.
No one is yelling at
He has things that he knows that I don't. He has things that he has that I don't. She has things, and he definitely has things that I don't know about at all because I don't know anything about that police shit at all.
If not, it's
so,
okay.
we need to come together and have these conversations regularly, not just yelling and angry at one time. You can yell, you can be angry as much as you want, but make sure you keep that same energy tomorrow and the next day, next week, next month, next year. Do you understand me? So I didn't even want to personally promote myself, but my name is Raz Simone. You look me up on Facebook or Instagram. Lock in. I got the email address is Sarah with the no H, just SAR @razsimone.com. Hit me up right there. Hit me up if you guys want to link in and start having regular meetings and start creating this change that we want to see.
Are you from out here?
I'm from here. I'm from the CD. From Seattle.
Give one of
This
these,
name is Raz Simone. RAZSIMONE.
yo, give one of these kids the mic for this news, man.
Yep.
Give one of these little kids the mic for news.
She wants to say something. Then we got her over here.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. We got 2 quick questions. Go ahead, and then he's gonna. Hi, my name is Brenda, and I'm Mexican.
Come on, bro.
I'm standing in solidarity.
Come get ahead of me.
Oh, there you go. I just
Hey, what y'all gonna do about equal protection of the law?
Take a knee, make history.
Come up here and ask.
Bellevue.
Everybody should be able to talk.
Just a quick knee.
You took a knee.
This is the first time I've been this close to police. Without having to be like a hostile situation.
Hey, I want to hear what he has to say, though. I do want to hear what he has to say, y'all.
Hey,
Come on. Let's listen real quick.
Yeah, let's let him talk.
You know what? I'm going to put it this way. I took a knee because my heart made me take a knee, okay? I'm not going to force anybody to take a knee. That's up to them, okay? And they're in full gear as well. And I'm not going to.
God, I don't want to get old.
It's up.
Not in full gear. They're in full gear when they're wrestling someone to the ground too.
I know. I wish we didn't have to wrestle anybody. So
He said something real though.
So I understand the symbolism of it and the need for it, but I'm not going to direct anybody. What I do is what I do.
And that's right, because it wouldn't be genuine.
Right.
So you took a knee, Chief?
I did, but understand.
You took a knee. You took a knee. You saw it.
Understand something. Hold on.
That's
Wait. Do not judge these officers for their decision to do or not to do what I do. Okay? Don't question their heart or where it is. They're out here again to protect you.
Steve, Chief Milet, you just came out of speaking to this group. We were witnessing what felt like a real dialogue. I want to know how it felt to you.
Real. I heard them. I felt them. I think they heard me, and I think they heard my voice and my heart and the heart of everybody that stands behind me. Police officers across this country condemn what happened in Minneapolis. Police officers across this country, when something happens like that to Mr. Floyd, we reject it. It's not who we are, because we all know that we get impacted by it, and it's the uniform we wear, and we understand it, but it sets us back 10 years with all the progress that we're making. And so it's dialogue like this that we learn from each other.
You have two very drastic scenes, though, drastically different scenes here. You've got this peaceful protest, high emotions, but peaceful. And then we've got Bell Square right here. That I can't even believe the video I've seen from inside there, and the people who are just walking out with shopping bags full of things. Tell me I know you've been here for a little bit, but tell me what's happening in the mall right now and how you handle this.
So I've been out here for about 3 or 4 hours since it began, out in the field. And I'm going to give Raz credit because he's leading this crowd. He's keeping them peaceful. When people are lashing out and wanting to start moving in towards aggression, he's telling them stop. That's not going to solve anything. So he's being very effective, and that's what we need. We need leaders in the community to help communicate, and let's bridge this gap. As far as what's going on over there and elsewhere in our city and what I've been seeing all day, that's something totally different. The individuals that are doing this, they don't care about what happened to George Floyd. They don't care anything about civil rights. It's an opportunity for them to go in and destroy things and steal. And they're harming people. They're harming police officers. They're harming civilians. There's two different sets of motivations here. When I got here this morning, and as they started arriving, I didn't see this. I didn't see any peaceful protests. I saw individuals that were breaking windows, individuals that were trying to destroy property and steal. This actually gives me hope. It really does. I wish that we had more of this and less of what we saw in Seattle last night and across the country, and now what we're seeing in Bellevue.
Do you have a handle on how many injuries you've had from the violent side of this today?
So I don't yet. I'm going to get those numbers here shortly. Every one of my bike officers last night was injured in Seattle, as were many officers with bricks and bottles and rocks. We've had officers, rocks have been thrown at it. I got hit myself. And it's wrong. It's wrong. This is what people should be doing, peacefully assembling, lifting their voice up. There's anger, there's hurt, there's frustration, and we need to hear it. But that stuff over there, I got no use for it, and I got no tolerance for it. And we're going to put people in jail.
There's a curfew in Bellevue tonight. I think we're actually probably past that curfew point. What are you going to do about this crowd?
We're going to reevaluate it. I want to give them some space. The curfew is not generated because of this group and what they're doing. It's for everybody else that's doing this. So we're going to step back and reassess.
All right. So right now they can stay.
Right now, they're under the guidance of our police department. And again, a great community leader that, at least what I'm hearing, his words, he's telling everybody, listen to the man's words, but judge him by his actions. Well, I'm going to do the same thing with him. right? And so far, his words and his actions have been very positive.
You gave him your phone number. Do you expect to be talking to him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll invite him over, or I'll meet him somewhere in the field, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
All right, Chief Milet, I really appreciate your time. I know you've got your hands full. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.